Everybody, Jerome Maldonado. So we're documenting the process of buying land, building houses, all the way from start to finish, from acquiring the land, doing entitlements, getting permits, and then all the full process. We're on video number 12, and today is concrete day. We're pouring a foundation, ladies and gentlemen. So we showed you the pre-slab, we showed you all the rebar, we showed you all the process of wrapping the pipes. Today is due diligence day for pouring the foundation so we can start framing this house and going vertical. This is where construction gets fun. So today we have the pump trucks out here. That's a boom truck right behind me. We have about 12 men that are going to be finishing this slab. 6 finishers, 6 laborers, all together. Within the next few hours, this entire foundation will be fully completed, and we'll have a finished slab to be able to bring our lumber package out and start framing the house. Today we had a little bit of problems. One of the trucks almost turned over in a ditch, dropped a silo, and so we reconfigured. We got the trucks coming back out with all those small logistical problems. We're still pouring a foundation. We're running about an hour behind schedule this morning, but we're still on track to be able to get the entire foundation, including patios and porches, completed today. Now, we have about a 2,500 square foot house here today. We have about another 1,000 square feet in patio space, and then about another 1,500 square feet in garage space. So altogether, we have about 5,000 square feet of foundation going down, including stem walls, which are all these walls around the foundation of the garage, plus the entire monolithic slab. Now, this is a monolithic foundation, okay? So that means it's all monolithic, one pour. We pour everything today. So depending on where you are in the country, you might, some of you guys might be pouring just stem walls around the foundation and then putting in TGIs or trusses on the base. We're gonna do a full monolithic slab and dirt and build from the ground all the way up. So we're pouring a full about 110 yards today total for our entire pour. We'll have 110 yards that goes into this entire foundation this morning. So I'm excited to be able to share with you guys the entire process. Now, part of the process, you'll see these guys out here wetting it down. Concrete, the slower it cures, the stronger it is. So we're pouring down the dirt, we're wetting down the dirt so that way the dry dirt doesn't absorb the moisture from the concrete and suck the moisture down. We want that moisture to stay in the slab. So we'll wet down the dirt, cool down the dirt. And what's great is we're pouring this in early May and it's still not hot. It's only about maybe 55 degrees, 60 degrees out here this morning. And so the concrete will cure slow. Problem is we have a light breeze and it is gonna warm up into the day. So we wanna get this foundation poured. We wanna reduce cracking. And so we want to get as much people on this slab and get this foundation poured as quick as possible and be able to let it cure as slow as possible. So we'll end up wetting down the slab and getting things set up so that foundation cures slow, and that way the concrete goes down nice and smooth without a lot of cracks, a lot of shrinking of the concrete, and that way we have a beautiful finished slab. So we were going to pour this slab in 2 days. We were going to get the entire foundation done, and then we were going to do the garage and the porches on a separate day. Since we have the manpower out here today, we went ahead and behind me, you see these guys prepping the porches right now. They're getting rid of the dirt that was in from the footings in the porches, and they're leveling out a 4-inch base for the porches. The footings are already dug. The inspector already inspected the footings. The rebar is already set in place. So essentially, we are 100% ready to go to pour that foundation. We just need to get the dirt cleared. So these guys are clearing the dirt, and now we got the concrete pouring. We have 24 yards here on the ground, 22 yards, about 11 yards in this truck, and we have another truck behind them waiting to pour right on the road out here, and then we have a few more trucks on their way. 110 yards total will be poured today on this entire monolithic slab. Tomorrow, lumber will be dropped on site, and by Thursday, we'll be framing a house. So foundation today, and believe it or not, tomorrow the framers will be on site going vertical with construction. So excited to be able to share with you guys the entire process of pouring the foundation, full monolithic slab. So we got our boom operator up here. This guy's running all the concrete through the boom truck. It makes it easier because of the steel mesh. We can't get it out of what's called the chute of the truck. The chute of the truck is this part right here. And then from the chute of the truck, we pour it into the boom truck, and then the boom truck pumps it. And that's a pump truck, and then it brings it right back out to the foundation, and then we pour all the concrete out. We can pour about 11 yards in 20 minutes. We can empty one of these entire trucks out in 20 minutes with that boom truck. And so we have 100 yards, it's 110 yards. We'll essentially have 9 to 10 trucks in here today, in and out. and in 20-minute intervals. So in 20 minutes, in 2.5 hours, we'll have the entire slab completely poured. So for those of you guys sitting back going, how are they going to pour that entire house? With the right equipment, the right tools, the right finishers, the right crew, you can do a lot of work in a very short period of time. So in the wee hours of the morning here, we're going to go ahead and have this entire concrete poured in the next 2.5 hours, and then it'll take about another 3 hours for them to finish it, make it look pretty, have it finished ready, and ready to be able to frame for tomorrow morning. So we're excited to pour the foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 9 trucks coming out. We've already had a couple trucks out here this morning, and we're pouring a foundation. I'm excited to start framing this house. For those of you guys who are following the entire process of buying land, building houses, this is video number 12. If you haven't already followed video 1 through 11 to get us to this foundation, then I'm gonna put the link above and go back and watch video 1 through 11. Click and subscribe, pound that like button if you want to continue seeing the entire process of buying land, building houses. We're going to bring you guys step-by-step footage through the entire process of buying land, building houses, and going vertical to the finished product of an entire home. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're pouring a foundation, but click below and see how we got here from step 1 to step 12. We'll see you in the next video. You guys got to watch how I buy land and build houses. Now it's time for you to take action. If you want to get a hold of the same 14-step process that we utilize to buy land, build houses, and generate over 6 figures on every single build, you're going to want to click below. Learn from an industry professional that has been doing it for over 20 plus years. We're still doing it today. We're still taking down builds, and we're still generating over 6 figures on every single build.